Alright, I'm going to be working on the gearing on this car. I changed from this 07 setup to an 08 setup. I just created a new one and changed the number because I want to save the old settings before I excuse me, before I change any settings on the car. Anyway, I'm going to work on the 7th gear for the Aston Grand Prix because there is a lot of extra RPM that I'm not using based on the gear choices based on previous knowledge that turns out to be wrong, or I should say a different approach. So 7th gear on Aston Grand Prix, which is the fastest or the longest straightaway, excuse me, has the longest straightaway. So I'm reaching the highest top speed of 200 miles per hour or so. At 200 miles per hour or near there, the power band peaks with this gearing. I'm probably going to keep the individual gears the same and adjust the final drive at first. Excuse me. And then, what am I trying to say here? I want the RPM to reach closer to redline at top speed so that I have more torque in 7th gear at the lower range of the gear. Basically, I'm limiting myself on torque because I'm not using the full rev range in 7th gear. Alright, so I know this is the original setting because it's the same when I switch settings. I'm going to increase the final drive ratio to, let's see, I'm going to go to 7. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try out 7th gear, which means I have to do a full lap. I have to do a full lap and then go down the straight to find out what RPM I'm going to be at the end of the straight, because I don't reach full speed out of the pits. So I fueled the car to about 5 laps of fuel because I don't expect to be driving more than what these tires can handle in one session at maximum pace. I have the luxury of being in a sim. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to go into the pits manually. I can just pause the game right here and go straight to the pits. So it looks like this is close. Oh, too fast. I didn't slow enough for here. Good thing the next corner doesn't matter. I'm mostly just trying to find out how fast I can go on the straight with this gearing. And all the gears are now different for every other corner. So after I adjust 7th gear, I'm going to go back and adjust the rest of the gears for the rest of the circuit. Oh, this is flat out. Fourth gear. Hopefully my brake doesn't drag, slowing me down. I'm going to be looking at my pedal, what do you call it? The pedals, I don't know what they're called. The bars that show my pedal usage. Topping out at 198. Slower. So I did have a pretty bad exit out of the last corner. So I know that at the current RPM, I have too little horsepower at 198 miles per hour to go any faster. That means I have shortened 7th gear too far. 2nd gear here. Whoa. I don't necessarily need to be going fast here. This is flat out though. At least with good grip in the tire, it's flat out. Alright, let's see if I hit my shift points properly. How fast I go. I didn't notice my brake dragging in the last lap. And my throttle didn't dip. 197. I should be reaching at least 199. Peaking out at, nope, 198. So I have to go back to the pits. And this is at 6.7. I'm going to try... What is that? It's 30, so 15. Let's see. Or 150. 9 was 1. Wait. That's 100 thousandths, and then 50. Save the setup. Let's try that again. I can't take that at qualifying pace because I have too much fuel in the tank. The car didn't want to steer, or didn't want to grip as much. Too much heat in the tire. I may find that the previous gearing was the optimal gearing, but I am going to change 1st through 6th at the very least because 1st gear was way too short. Oh, too much throttle. I don't need to go full pace here. No sense in crashing the car and wasting my time. And I'm going to lift for this turn because of the same issue. No sense in crashing the car. I mean, it is a sim, so it doesn't matter, but it's just a waste of time. how fast do I go? $7.98. Wait, a little bit faster. That was slower than before. So now it's time to check how fast I was able to go, because I don't remember with this setting. Alright, here we go. Good exit. Early on the shift. $89.3. Oh, it missed the braking zone. It would be 199.0 or something. Okay, let's see if I can go faster than 199. Fits. And the only other option is to reduce the downforce. This setup, what's the date? 08. I have no idea what the date is. Wish I could see what the date is on the file. I could. I can, I mean. Alt tab, that's what I'm looking for, not my glove. There we go. Captures. For speed. Data. Setups. AS5, 03, 07. BF1, is that right? R3. Oh, I updated it recently. So 06 was from 2018. And this one I must have updated. Must be when I changed the fuel. I think the fuel changes the date. So I haven't really worked on 07 probably since 2018. And then this one's 2017. As you can see, I've been working on this particular setup for 3 years. Where is it? Yeah, 3 years about. And go back to captures. Let's see, what am I doing? We're changing the gearing. Alright, so I went slower with more torque. There was not enough power at the top end. So let's see if I lower this even further. This was, I don't remember what this was at. I'm going to drive this one again. And then make changes. again, I don't need to drive at full pace. It's not the point of this exercise here. I wonder if third gear is better here. It might be. Because I'm on the traction control in third gear as much as I am in second gear. So being in third gear would give me an easier time on the throttle in those slow speed corners. But that's all going to change. I'm going to change first gear to be more of a usable gear, hopefully. Depends on how well it pulls out of the pits. Even though I'm not going to be racing this car, I want it to drive like it would be raced. And the rules in most current racing championships is no wheel spin in the pits. So I'm going to adjust first gear to be taller so it's usable, but not so tall that I have to have wheel spin to get moving. Okay, let me go back to the first one, because I was going 99.2. I need to watch a replay, probably. So I need to go to start race. Oh no, I need to go to pits. Pits, this one. Start race. That way there's a replay recording in the game. Because I'm not going to be able to look at the speedo when I brake for turn 1 or turn 3. Should I try third? There's the traction control sound. So I'm either way I'm limited by the traction control out of that turn. Whoops. Wasn't a good exit, but it's close enough. That's all I need. Replay. Skip to the end. Down the straight. Oh. Nope. Pause. How to pause again? There we go. I am looking for this. Play. Slow down. Okay. Reaching the end of the straight. Slow down even more. 98. 99. 99.2. Indicated. I'd have to go into the telemetry back in the analyzer if I want to look at the actual speed. I think indicated is fine at the braking point. I'm not wheel spinning. Let's see. Escape. Start race. Oh. There we go. Hits. This setting now. Do the same thing. Start the race so it's recording a replay. So an application I used to use to work on my vehicle settings and live for speed is called VHPA, which is short for Vehicle Handling Performance Analyzer. And in there you can look at different data sets. Oh, third gear. Try it. You can look at different data sets to improve your driving and your setup tuning ability. Anyway, I think there's a top speed data set that I can look at. Based on the settings, it calculates the drag on the car and all the gear ratios. And it would make this a lot faster. I could just see what the top speed would be. I wouldn't have to drive the car. Because it's a simulation, the calculations are based on the simulation. So it's exact. Oops. Whereas in real life, you'd have a simulation of real life, and then you'd have to test it in real life to find out if your simulation is accurate. That was a bad exit. Which will affect my final top speed at the end of the straight. I have more torque around this corner here, so I go faster around that corner. I'm not going to look at the speedo, just brake. That was a bad exit out of the turn. But it's a shortcut for us. One button there. And then B. Skip ahead. Slow it down. That's a slow still go. Just so I don't miss a frame. 88. Last one was 99.2. 0.3, 0.4, 0.3. Okay, 0.4 was faster. Or this setting is faster than the other one. What am I trying to do? Escape. Oh no, speed it up again. So now that I have this setting, I know this gearing is faster than this previous one. I'm going to create a new setup, rename it. And this is labeling. This is the track. This is the short for Aston AS. And then 5 is the order in the list that it comes in. It's the fifth one. Fifth, what do you call it? Fifth, whatever. Anyway, the fifth one in the list. And then 9 is the iteration of the setting. And then R3 is the tire. Okay, and I'm going to change this one. So I went 150. Half of 150 is 75. Is that right? Yes, 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I was pressing different right click and left click to change in increments of 10 and increments of 1. Save that. Okay. I'm going to find out if this is faster. To start race. Alright, my throttle is starting to cut off, so that's going to affect my top speed if it flutters like that on the end of the straight. This video might be longer than a half hour. I should have set a timer. Third gear. Whoa, that curve was slippery. Oh, I don't need to go full speed here. I was about to go take that in full throttle. Oops. Check the throttle pedal. Oops. I wandered. That was a pretty good exit. That means that's going to be the braking point, or near the braking point I'm going to use. So, replay. Now that has the gauge on it. I don't need to look at that one. I want to look at the other one. Skip ahead. Speed up. Slow down. Oh, darn it. Have to go back a little bit. Alright, here it is. What's the speed? looks like it's slower. A little bit slower. Oh. Alright. Back to the pits. I went up 75. What's half of 75? 35 plus 2.5 is about 38. I'm going up 38 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, I need to make sure I start the race. Third gear. Third gear. I'm so used to going into second. Didn't cut the curb enough. I took too wide of a line. I went into the dirt, which means I have dirty tires. Go slow here. Alright. How fast do I go? Let me get a clean, shallow turn to these S's. Replay. Skip to the end. Alright. 5, 6, 99.6. That's the fastest so far. I wish I looked at the time when I started. Alright. Speed that up. Okay. Now, do I want to go up or down? I think I'm going to go... Wait, which way did I go? I was at... I went down. 50, 813. Yeah, so I went to a lower number. So I'm going to go to an even lower number. I'm going to save this one. Create a new setup. figure out what I was typing in the midway through that. Alright, so I went up 38, f of 38, or went down 38. F of 38 is 15 plus 4, 19. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? So I went from 850, no, first from 7, 850, and down to 813, now down to 794. Yeah, it makes sense to me now. Okay. Oh, I need to make sure I hit start race. That was terrible, and I didn't even shift up. Oh, tires are cold. Alright, as long as I don't hit anything, I should be fine. Oh, I hit something. I don't think I hit it hard enough. Tires are dirty. Took too much curb, but that was a pretty good entry. Alright, replay. Same process. It's all really repetitive stuff here. There's nothing to do about it. But keep pushing through. Alright, what's the top speed? I could probably push it closer to the top speed limit, but I don't want to have to rewind it too many times. 5. That was slower. Alright, I'm basically, I could go further because I'm going in increments, but I did an increment of 19. So if I keep going, I can go down to increments of single digit or single thousandths, tens, hundreds, yeah, single thousandths. But I'm not going to spend that much time. I probably already spent a half hour on this. I am going to get straight to, let's see, speed that up. Oh, escape. Speed that up. I'm going to get started on working through first gear now. So 9 was the best. And now, what is it? 813. 813. Now I'm going to change first to, oh, too much. What was second? 2462. Oh, 5. Oh, I can't do that in the C. 6, 2. There we go. Alright, first gear is exactly like second gear right now. And I'm going to find out if there's a lot of wheel spin from a stop. So this car has an auto clutch. I don't have to use the clutch. I mean, of course I could drop the clutch and do that. But I want to simulate as though I'm in the pits and if there's no throttle and you can't rev up until the car's on the ground, and then I just start rolling. Oh, I need to turn off the. Actually, I should have the pit speed limiter on. Okay, that's too much throttle. Okay, how's that start? So I can have first gear much higher. First gear does not need to be that low. So I'm going to go make it the same as third gear. Let's see. 1985. Nine. 8, 5. Alright, now first through second, or first through third is the same. Pit speed limiter is going to be on. Handbrake. There's a lot of wheel spin. Not too much throttle. Okay, limited by the traction control. Oh, I see. I have a speed. I could use the traction control to limit the slip. So now time to try first gear, or third gear, or no, first gear, through the hairpins. So basically what this is doing, I've set the maximum speed of 7th gear. And now I'm setting the minimum speed of first gear. This should be first. Oh, shoot. What's happening? My brake is dragging. I'm in reverse. Okay. So I might need a lower gear just to get through those turns. I could have taken that in third. Let's try that again. So if I can have closer gear ratios, that means I can have better gearing. Basically keeping the car more into the power band. I'm just gonna take it in third because third is the same as first. As you can see, I'm slip limited in third, therefore third is fine, so first is fine. Alright, that sets the minimum speed of first. Now I can adjust third gear and second gear, and fourth, and fifth. There we go. They're not going to be exactly precise, but now as you can see, all the gears are closer. Before it was down here, and it had a curve more like this. It's not the shape of the curve; it's the number that matters. But this is a visualization of what the number is, and you can see they're closer together. All right, let's try that again. So fifth is a little bit taller now, which is better for that gear, or for that corner, because I'm not shifting straight out of the corner. Now I need to go to first. Sixth gear. Is this still third? Maybe it's second now. Yeah, it's second. I should try first. Fifth gear, still. This should still be sixth flat out. And it is. This is second now, probably. That's third. Now I'm just going to burn laps to see how the different gearing feels. So I need to go down 6 gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. That's really hard to do. Heat up the tires, and I'm going to see if I can pull out a qualifying lap. First gear? Yeah, it's first gear. Whoa, don't want to get on that grass. Tires are dirty. First is the same as third gear. So I can go into first in all these corners. $2:12. Alright, time for a qualifying lap. Hopefully my pedals don't get messed up on this lap. Oh shoot. Oh, it's not going to be this lap. Barely clipped the wall. Alright, let's try that again. I'm going to change the fuel to 7%. Ooh. Whoa. Driving sloppy. This is not a timed lap. The tires should be up to temperature by now. So the next lap I need to concentrate. Oh, I ran out of gas. That's not smart. I need 14%. I realized that I did one lap of fuel, not two. Alright, that's embarrassing. 17 is close enough. I just wanted to do a qualifying lap. Those tires hot. Oh, the brake is dragging. That's not going to be good for the qualifying lap. Oh, lock the brakes. Oh, the brake is dragging again. And it's still dragging. Here we go. Check the pedals. Make sure the brake isn't dragging. Oh, almost went too wide. Supposed to stay in 6. That's in between gears in that corner now. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. I looked at my split time. I lost time there. Might have to do another lap. Alright, 10. 2 seconds off my best. I'm gonna try that again. Oh wait, I'm gonna do qualifying. Pits, 7%, and race. Hot lapping. Here we go. And that'll start me right at the end. Right at the end of the lap. And my tires are warm too. So I actually have to let the tires cool down, even though they're at optimum temperature now. If I start at optimum temperature, they will only get hotter. So I'm driving slow to cool down the tires. Not too far onto the right out of that chicane. Oh darn it. Try that again. Turn-in point was too early. So this should be a pretty long video now. I slowed down, turned too far. Don't want to lock the brakes this time. Sixth. Shouldn't have lost too much time there. Stay in fourth. Lift off. I need to change gearing for that corner. Flat out. Turn the wheel. Oh, darn it. That was a bad exit. Oh, I ran out of gas. Oh, that was a good last split. How'd I run out of gas? Wow. I was at 7%. Try that again. That was a really good lap, too. It's a shame. I'm using more gas because I'm in the higher, what am I trying to say? I'm in higher RPMs for more of the track now because my gearing is different. Oh, darn it. I've already committed to restarting. So I'll have to restart. I need to be going slower. Tires are getting hot. Going fast. Yeah, they didn't cool down. They actually got hotter. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, that was slow. Oh, the brake is dragging. Anyway, I'm basically relying on RNG, whether or not my pedals are going to work properly. So I'm going to end the video here. I was probably going to get a low 109 or 209, maybe even a high 208 with that last complete lap that I was about to finish. And it's marginally faster. I need to change 4th and 5th gear for that chicane, and that's about it. Till the next one.